Bor County Youth Association Waye, Jonglei State Waye, South Sudan Waye, Salva Kiir Mayardit Waye. Alfi Mabruk, congratulations. I know the time has gone, but I will be very brief. Let me first recognize the guest of honor, Dr. Koyok Abul Koyok. Recognize the presence of Victor Ilya Lamoro, the Minister of Cabinet Affairs. Let me recognize the presence of Right Honourable Parmina Varian, the Deputy Speaker for the Revitalized Transitional National Legislative Assembly, His Excellency the Deputy Governor for the host state, Central Equatoria. Thank you very much for the speech which you have delivered. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. First and foremost, we are gathered here in diversity this afternoon for the Bor County Youth Association 2025-2026 General Election Public Campaign of the two aspirants candidates whom we have just given an audience, and they were so brilliant in campaigning. To start with, the first one who is Honourable Alikia Manyamdok, the flag bearer of Bor Development Alliance, and Honourable Victor Tonagok, the flag bearer of Bor Action for Change. Thank you very much for displaying the real essence of democracy in South Sudan. Allow me to express my gratitude and appreciation to the IEC of the Bor County Youth Association and organizers of this general campaign for the 2025-2027 in Juba, for extending the cordial invitation to me and my colleagues to celebrate together in this very important historical day. And in particular, I have to recognize Honorable Hakim Gan, because he was the very person who have correlated me. This function reflects a high degree of intellectuality of Bor. In terms of high literacy rate, by the way, based on my personal count, I see into it that Bor is the highest rate of intellectuality in South Sudan. This is what we have just witnessed. Now we have learned a very huge lesson about how to pursue democracy here in this country. And for sure, once we did it, then we will do it also when it comes to the general election coming in 2026. South Sudan is challenged. South Sudan is today challenged with very differently from the 80s, 90s, and 2000. We are struggling to build a country. It's not always easy. And that is why we need leadership at all segments of within our communities. For us to remain strong and vibrant as a community, in today's context, we have to exercise such type of exercise that we are witnessing today. I am truly pleased to be with you as a friend and a family of this great nation. Congratulations to Bor County Youth Association and today's event organizers Alfi Mabruk Aleko. Distinguished guests, a nation is not great by its size alone, but it is the will, the cohesion and the stamina, the discipline of its people, and the quality of the leaders which accord it a honorable place in the history. The commitment and progress demonstrated by the Bor County Youth Association are commendable and inspire confidence in the future of our youth in the greater South Sudan. Thank you for being inspired. Today youth represent tomorrow's leaders, and our failure to adequately prepare them for the responsibilities of tomorrow will only propel the country to a downward spiral and a bleak future. What are we expecting from today's leadership to address the contemporary phenomenon growing challenges, such as the growing insecurities? By the way, this growing insecurity, war is not exceptional, by the way. Those who will be elected to take care of that. Growing insecurities in the areas economic challenges, the social fabric disintegration. We have very serious social fabric disintegration and distortions of our communal norms and values amongst you as Bor Youth, as well as between you and your neighbors. Let me urge you as community and youth leadership candidate of the 2025-26 to remain peaceful and collaborate closely with the neighboring countries. Because last February I was in Bor and I have realized there is some smoke coming up. It needs you to remain vigilant and work for that issue. To the youth, to all youth formations, my message to you, to all of you today, societal shift, technology advancement, and disruptions, global challenges that we face in the sense of how South Sudan acts in response to the challenges around the rest of the world, geological, geopolitical tensions impact us as a small country. Thus, let us behave responsible as Bor community and youth of today, not to be influenced by the influx of technology and advancement into our cultures. There are so many demerits now getting into our cultures. Therefore, my ministry pledges its full support to Bor County Youth Association initiatives, ensuring young youth of Bor are equipped with the tools, resources, and platforms necessary to strive and contribute meaningfully to the national development. Greater Bor are blessed by natural resources, enormous resources, a magnificent ecosystem, abundant natural resources, and on top of it, Greater Bor is now witnessing hosting the migratory corridor for the largest global mammal migration. By the way, now you made us to be proud. Globally, we are number one when it comes to the migration. Please, lead ambassadors for tourism. Lead ambassadors for tourism, lead the vanguard for conservation. Now the rate of poaching in Bor is very high. We need you to help us so as to restore these resources, gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, let us vote wisely for the tomorrow for Bor County Youth Association. Let us all rise and be the architect of our own destination. Thank you very much.